joining us is Jared Stutzman, former Bonneville High School standout. Jared headed to Utah Valley to play Division I basketball this winter. Now, Jared, we've talked a little bit about UVU. Let's take you back to your time at Bonneville. What do you remember most about playing with the Bees?
Oh, man. I think it's just the people. I got to play with great teammates, great players. Just made it a lot of fun. I love the high school atmosphere. I just love playing for Bonneville.
I got to take you back to one of the bad memories of your high school career. Twin Falls, that game right there that you just saw the dunk on, the state semifinal your senior year, you fall to Twin Falls, could have made it to the state championship game. How often do you think about that?
Almost every day. Yeah.
It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tough. It's one of those moments you know you should have had and you know you should have won, but all you can do is move on, move forward. And
still a good memory?
Yeah, it was still fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think about my final high school basketball game all the time, and it's still painful, but it's still one of those things you like to have. Now, looking forward to UVU, what do you need to work on to prepare for your arrival in Orem?
I think the main thing is getting the legs back under me. I'm surprised at how dead they are, how little bounce and just really not explosive at all. So I think the physical aspect is definitely the biggest part right now.
Do you feel you lost any other skill sets during your two-year mission that you need to work on this summer? Was shooting a little bit off? Was it dribbling? Anything else?
I'd say it's definitely the dribbling on the skill part. The handle's not very tight right now. I'm just not used to it. Whenever I had a time on the mission, I would just shoot.
Yeah.
Just get up as many shots as I could.
Gardening gloves, I hear, helps make the ball a little bit more slicker.
Is that right?
Yeah. So get a pair of gardening gloves, get it on there. Maybe find a bigger ball too.
Yeah.
But all right. So former teammate Telly Davenport said he's excited to have you on his team again. How much have you talked with him throughout this process and about the UVU program?
A lot. I love Telly. We got really close playing together in high school. Telly's a good friend of mine. I'm really excited to play with him again. He's said nothing about UVU that's been negative. It's all positive, and that was actually a big influence in my decision.
Now, off the hip question here, because it's not on my sheet, but you were a senior when he was a junior. Now he's a class ahead of you. Is that going to be weird for you?
Actually, no, because he will get a medical red shirt, so we'll both be freshmen together. So he'll be a second year in college, but we'll both be freshmen, so it'll be cool being the same age. And
yeah, but he's been there a year longer than you.
Yeah, it will be weird in that aspect. Like I'm moving into his place instead of the opposite.
Yeah.
So.
What are your goals with the Wolverines? What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish?
Win conference championships. That's the biggest thing. Get to the dance. And I feel like with Coach Pope there and the pieces he's bringing in, that we'll have a really good shot to do that.
Now, I mean, we saw McKay Cannon make it to the dance, so kids from Eastern Idaho certainly can do it. How feasible do you think that is? How much work do you think the Wolverines have to do in order to get there?
Oh, it's nothing but work to get there. But I feel like what Coach Pope is doing is bringing in the right pieces that when we work, it will happen, and it can happen. So I'm really excited to look forward to it. All
right, I don't want to push you too far past your 4 years, but really quickly, what do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish in the classroom? What do you want to do with your life after basketball?
Obviously earn a degree. I'm not sure in what yet, but I want to play basketball after college, and that's my goal. And so whatever it takes, I want to do that and make it that far.
All right, perfect. Jared Stutzman from Bonneville, class of 2014, just got back from his mission, and he's headed to Utah Valley University. Made that decision yesterday. And we want to thank you, Jared, for coming on, and best of luck in the future.
Thank you, Jared.
Now, before we get to the top plays of the week, enjoy another golf tip of the week with Tim Rankin.